Hello everyone, welcome back to The Pulse. My name is Preeti. Thank you all so much for joining me here. Today we're going to talk about the loop, how to get out without losing yourself. So take a breath with me. Land in your body and let's start pulsing. The loop. So you wake up, you brush your teeth, you go to work, same job, same commute. You don't like it, but you go. You come home, maybe you have some dinner, clean up, sit down to scroll, maybe you scroll some more, you go to sleep and you repeat. Your soul has been whispering, this isn't it. But you override it with logic, with fear, with just one more year, just until I pay this off, or just until the kids are old enough, just until. And you continue to loop. And it's not because you're lazy. It's because you're scared. The illusion of security. Personally, I believe the worst spell ever cast was this 30-year mortgage. Any mortgage for that matter. A home should be a sanctuary, but for most, it became a trap, a contract with the system. And no, not just for money, but for your time. You think it's responsible. They told you it was mature. But what it really did, it secured that loop. Because once the house got signed, the job had to stay, the insurance, the routine, the cycle. And now you've built your whole life around a structure that was never yours. So the real issue, what I see, is what they don't tell you. The matrix loop is not just external, it's energetic. Every time you buy into any of the facade, it's built on dissonance. When your heart knows one thing, but your actions do the opposite. And that's the fuel that the matrix needs. And that's the fracture. You dishonor your own truth because of fear. Well, what if I lose my health? What if I can't pay my bills? What are you talking about, Preeti? What if they judge me? What if it's wrong? And the what ifs continue. And that's where they have you. You think you're being cautious, but really, you're being caged. So why has no one showed you? Well, here's the thing. Even the spiritual teachers, the good ones, didn't show us how to get out, not really. Because most of them were still doing it the 3D way, fighting, protesting, or floating off into fantasy. What about standing? What about stillness? What about reclaiming your tone so fully that the loop can't find you anymore? And that's how I got out. Because there still are good spiritual teachers out there who know this truth. And they're not the popular ones and the ones with the biggest likes and the most presence on social media. So I didn't have a roadmap. It was just my own body, my own knowing, my own breath. And yes, it was terrifying. Absolutely. But here's the truth. The matrix doesn't collapse because you fight it. It collapses because you no longer hold it in place. That's the difference. So the exit. Well, if you're still here listening and you're feeling that ache, that tension, that silent scream from your soul, don't ignore it. You don't need to quit everything tomorrow. And you don't need to run off the grid. But you do need to be honest. Radically honest. Deeply honest. And gently honest. Because the moment you stop lying to yourself, that's when the loop begins to unravel. So you don't need permission. You need presence. And you don't need to explain your frequency to a system designed to mute it. Just feel it, follow it, live it. And that's the way out. Thank you everyone for joining me for this pulse. If this pulsed you, if you felt it, don't scroll past, leave a comment, leave a breath, the truth. And if you're ready to step out of the loop for real, you already started the moment you listen. Let's move into the 1-minute self-reflection meditation. Keep your back straight so the energy can flow freely. And just open up and see